Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Blue, and we are back with another video today. This one, I'm kind of letting you in on some of my secret build that I do for dungeons. Now, I say secret because I really haven't put it out there because I didn't want a lot of people running it because it actually, if I run into other people running it, it kind of messes it up for me. But I know a lot of you guys are running dungeons this week. We're trying to get our echoes. Hopefully, on Tuesday when that reset happens, we get the ones that we're looking for. But this one's going to be all about dungeon damage, all about what I do and specific keys. Especially this week, this is a really good week for this build with Tyrannical and also Raging. This is probably the best week to introduce this build to you, to run this build. I know you only have a couple days left, but I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy. Peace. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into the build, you guys. This has kind of been the build that I've been doing quite a lot through the expansion, kind of later towards the expansion, as you get your neck level, as you get some of those major traits a little bit stronger. But it's really good, and I don't see a lot of people running it. So I kind of want to show you, you guys are running keys this week. I just want to kind of enlighten you of what I'm doing. Maybe you want to try it out. And it just really makes dungeons really interesting and really fun. So if you kind of want to change up and you want to change it up, let's go. We can go ahead and do that. But the big bread and butter here, pretty much this entire build is just, I'm just trying to motivate you guys. Try Breath of the Dying out. Breath of the Dying Major is extremely strong in dungeons. If you've never tried it out, really strong in dungeons. The whole thing about this is it's just a big nuke. It's just a button on a 45-second cooldown to just do a crap ton of damage to your target. Now the thing about it does have some special abilities where its cooldown is reduced. So if you hit a target above 80%, the cooldown instead of 45 seconds is reduced to 15 seconds, so you can do it again, right? Now the thing in dungeons are also, so the cooldown is reduced that way, or if you hit a monster under 30% with it, its damage is reduced by 15% again. Now the cool thing about this is if you kill a monster, it's got a lot of things. You can go ahead and read it here. It's got a lot of special things it can do. I don't know why it's not saying it here. Anyways, if you kill a target with Reaping Flames, the cooldown, instead of being a 15 seconds, it's actually automatically refreshed. You can use it again. As well as it gives you a buff that says, hey, your next Reaping Flames does 100% increased damage. Now that's really good. It is especially good for this week's affixes. One, Tyrannical. If you guys have never ran Reaping Flames in Mythic or in your raids, it's actually really good. A lot of my 90% parses or whatever are with Reaping Flame. Now I know that's kind of off meta. That's kind of what I do, but it's really good. It's actually really strong. And these are kills, by the way, that aren't like 3 minutes. You know, these are longer kills, actually progression kills. So try that out too. Really good single target. Now the big thing here is it's also really good into Raging. You got these targets that become bigger, you know, at 30% health. Well, once they get really low, you're nuking them. The thing is, you open up, and I'll go ahead and put a video out of one of my Mythic dungeons. Now I don't know why you guys, with my recording software, you guys have probably seen it before. It's not really good. I need to tweak it, and I haven't. But when I run my Mythic Pluses, it's really laggy. I'll go ahead and put it in there anyways if you guys want to see kind of how I go through some mobs. But you essentially just open up with a rake like a normal. Open up and then rake, and then I Reaping just to do some big damage. This is the damage equivalent on this one. It says it's 73. I don't know why it says that. It does around 100. It does as much, a little bit more than your bite actually, which is dope. So you kind of want to get that out there, get it on cooldown, and then essentially you just do your normal rotation. You wait for targets to go low. You get the lowest target, you know, like let's say 5-10%. Hit him with Reaping Flames. You know, if he dies, you get your cooldown refreshed completely. And that's what you do. Is after that, it's just mostly just weaving your rotation in. Once targets get low, kind of hold out, wait for a good Reaping Flames, and hit it. Your damage will increase. It will skyrocket on these poles. Now here's just a 15, by the way, that I've been doing. This isn't with like a lot of geared people. It's just people that do 15s. I'm farming 15s for my Echoes, right? But it's really good. You can see here, Reaping Flames is doing a lot of my damage. Now some of you guys are probably running Focusing Iris. Focusing Iris is really good. Focusing Iris for me in dungeons, it did around similar damage to my Rip, a little bit below my Rip. So it might have been in between my Rip and Ferocious Bite here if I ran that. That's a good one as well. You know, but it's not really helpful single target. It's got a long cooldown. It's good though. In, you know, certain situations, I enjoy Reaping Flames more. You're probably also running Blood of the Enemy. Blood of the Enemy is also good, but I think you'll get more of, you know, this one's good AoE single target. I think you're going to have more fun with Reaping Flames and it'll actually end up doing more dungeon damage. So I would probably encourage you guys to test that one out. In case you're wondering what the rest of my build is, I do run Purification Protocol just as some extra damage. Let's see. So it did 3.3% of my damage right here. So not bad. That's kind of why I run that. We got the Conflict Stripe just for versatility, and then Focusing Iris just for some haste right there. Now with items, I do have a Jungle Fury Heart of Darkness. So I did send myself, and I've switched over now to, instead of doing a whole bunch of Wild Flesh Rings, have done the Jungle Fury Heart of Darkness even in my dungeons. And then I have the one Wild Flesh Ring Blightborn Infusion, and then the other one, this one could be turned into Jungle Fury Heart of Darkness or Jungle Fury Wild Flesh Ring. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Then my build is mostly crit verse. I do have a full TD set right here, so it's doing okay damage, not too bad. I do have an increase my crit percentage, so 6%, so it's not bad to get me a little bit more crit. And then I have this one right here. That's going to be increasing the damage by 2% that I do with my crits. So that's it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead, watch the video if you guys like. I'll go ahead and try to put a good segment in where it's a good ad management. But also the really fun thing too, I failed to mention, with dungeons, you can just burst bosses, get some big initial burst damage and just keep it up with bosses, because luckily with dungeons, if you do your Reaping Flames right, the mob right before the dungeons, you kill that mob with Reaping Flames, you go into the boss fight with a huge Reaping Flames, and you just skyrocket your DPS meters, like doing 200k, you know, right off the bat. You just open up with a Rake Reaping Flames, just a huge Reaping Flames, which, like I'm saying, these things can hit really heavily. So, you know, 2k. So it says, look, 200k average damage. That's really good. You know, a maximum 252k with a crit. You know, so you pop your Tiger's Fury, go in there, Rake, blast it. Hopefully you get a 252 or 200k. Averages, the whole thing averages 78 casts, averaging 200k. My bites, you guys, I know some of you guys probably run Mastery. I don't. But my bites are averaging 137k. So Reaping, really strong secret OP. Test it out. Hopefully I don't run into you guys in the dungeons with it. I don't want any other people in my dungeons running Reaping Flames, because that will get a little bit awkward and competitive. But that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.